Hello friends, this is Adam with Movie Guy 365, and we continue our journey to the countdown of Avengers Endgame with the next movie in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and that is Spider-Man Homecoming. If you're new to the channel, please hit the like button, subscribe, hit that bell notification. I put out videos daily. You can also find me over Twitter and Instagram at Movie Guy 365. Spider-Man Homecoming. As you can see here, I have the Best Buy exclusive Steelbook in 4K, as well as the 3D, which was sold separately. So as far as the discs go, I feel that the 4K disc itself is very beautiful. It's a very clean image. It's actually, Sony does a very good job with their HDR/Dolby Vision presentations, and it looks stunning, to be honest. It looks really, really good. But also you have the 3D edition. I feel overall the 3D edition wasn't as strong in the 3D department as some Marvel movies are. You would think with Spider-Man that's kind of a no-brainer, but he doesn't really do a lot of high-flying, acrobatics, going through the city, which is kind of partial my problem with the movie right there, but I'll get into that in a minute. But so the 3D itself, while it is immersive, it's not a spectacular representation of what 3D can do. So overall, I tend to lean towards the 4K, but on occasion, I will throw in the 3D if the mood strikes me. But I don't think you can really go wrong with either. But I would say that the superior presentation in this case would definitely go to the 4K. It's a beautiful looking thing. We got the Steelbook, as I said, from Best Buy. We got the rear, and then just the standard 3D cover with slipcover. So either format is a good investment in my opinion, but I would lean towards the 4K if you could. Standard 4K slipcover is pretty much the same as the 3D. So on to the movie itself. After an interesting negotiation with Sony, Marvel and /Disney have licensed out the character Spider-Man and several of his ancillary characters. So I feel that Tom Holland is an excellent Peter Parker and an excellent Spider-Man. I really enjoy his energy and I enjoy what he brings to the table. And, this movie gets a lot of flack because, is this kind of like Iron Man movie co-starring Spider-Man? I would say that's, I think there's just personally the right amount of Iron Man, but I feel that it does kind of get a little heavy-handed sometimes, as far as taking away the focus on Peter. That's the thing. Like, there's a ton of side characters in that kind of cast, but also you just have Spider-Man, you have Iron Man, Happy Hogan, you have appearances from that side. So it kind of gets loses a little bit of the core, what makes Spider-Man Spider-Man. Just a little bit. I'm also not a huge fan of the Iron Man-like suit that he has. I don't think it should have an AI. I don't think it should be talking. And while that makes for good comedy bits, Peter Parker is a brilliant guy. And you don't get a whole lot of that from him in this movie. It's more, it seems to focus on his teenageness in being a high schooler than, he's like a really smart guy. And while that's in there, I feel other movies have done a better job in portraying that. I hope things, kind of shape up a little bit more in Far From Home. I hope they take it in a little bit more of that direction, less reliance on, cameos and that kind of thing from the Marvel Universe. Overall, the story, once again, I feel Spider-Man works best in New York, and they really essentially take that away from him for a good portion of the film. It's fine. I do like Michael Keaton as the Vulture. I think that was brilliant casting. He's excellent in this. I really enjoyed him, and I really enjoyed the villains overall. I do feel that the Aaron Davis Prowler, too cool for school. I mean, don't get me wrong. Donald Glover, I love him. But the guy is, a couple years older than what Peter Parker would be. No, I'm kidding, but it's like, but it just seemed like, I don't know, they seem to cram in a lot of fan service and things like that, which normally I like, but a little more subtly. As I said, Peter's not so much in New York a whole lot of the movie. There's that whole, scene with Washington, and I felt that went a little too long, and of course the AI in the suit. We don't want necessarily a Iron Man Jr., and it just felt that way. I think they could have had the suit have a little bit of coolness to it and that kind of thing. But I feel the AI, played beautifully by Jennifer Connelly, by the way. I feel that was unnecessary. I don't think that was needed in the film. I hope that hopefully they kind of tone that down also in the sequel. I'm not ragging on the movie. I'm not. I just feel that it did have a lot of issues. It did have a couple problems, and I think the general consensus is the same. It's a okay Spider-Man movie. It's just not the Spider-Man movie. I mean, others I feel are elevated above this, but overall, I still enjoy Tom Holland. I can't wait to see where he goes in Far From Home. Jake Gyllenhaal, I'm hoping doesn't overshadow him too much, but. Yeah, so as far as the overall, beat of the Marvel Universe goes, it doesn't really have a whole lot to do with Endgame or Infinity War. It's just, it's an interlude chapter post Civil War, seeing what everybody's doing, and we're getting to a point where there's a few of those movies ahead of us that I kind of like that. But I like Spider-Man: Homecoming, despite what I sound like I don't, but I do enjoy it. Let me know in the comments below what you think of Spider-Man: Homecoming. Are you looking forward to Spider-Man: Far From Home? And what format did you pick up the movie in? So go ahead, let me know. And in the meantime, please like, subscribe, hit that bell notification. I put out videos every single day. So until next time, this is Adam with Movie Guy 365. I will see you at the movies.